So Donald Trump just threw a massive temper tantrum on his blog, social media site, whatever you want to call it, all because some Republicans agreed that January 6th was an important event and there needs to be a commission. Trump's losing his goddamn mind right now, and we all know why. It's because some people disagree with him in the Republican Party, and we all know that TikTok, the legal consequences are coming in. I want to read you his bonkers statement. It says here, see 35 wayward Republicans. They just can't help themselves. We have much better policy and are better for the country, but the Democrats stick together. Republicans don't. They don't have the Romneys, Little Ben Sasses, and Cheneys of the world. Unfortunately, we do. Sometimes there are consequences to being ineffective and weak. The voters understand. And so first of all, that's BS, because the Democratic Party has lots of disagreement. There are a lot of disagreements between people like AOC and the more moderates. I stand with AOC and Bernie Sanders and Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib the vast majority of the time. But the reality is there's disagreements in the Democratic Party, just like in the Republican Party. So the idea that any sort of disagreement with Donald Trump is some kind of world-shattering event shows just how egotistical and controlling this man is. But one encouraging thing this shows is that Donald Trump's brand is weakening. I have no doubt that most Republicans still love Trump, and I have no doubt that if Trump wants, he can crush pretty much any other Republican like a bug. But the fact of the matter is, this was a political calculation for most of those 35 Republicans. Very few of them, I think, were acting on principle. More likely what happened is they knew the bill was going to pass in the House because the Democrats control the House. And so the people that are in districts where Trump remains reasonably popular or where they feel a primary challenge, they were able to vote against the commission and basically say, hey, we were fine with this coup attempt. Donald Trump is still great. The Democrats can go F themselves and democracy can go F itself. But for those 35 that live in swing districts for the most part, that are in parts of the country where they need to survive mostly by beating a Democrat in November of 2022, and they are not going to be happy if you're a moderate voter to see somebody go against the January 6th commission, which has broad support outside of the Republican Party, then you're making a calculated effort. And so what that shows is that Donald Trump no longer has such absolute power over those congresspeople that they'll vote against their own self-preservation, which many of them did back during impeachment. Because remember, Trump should have been impeached and only 11 people in the House voted to impeach. And now more than triple that have voted for this. And so I'm under no illusion that Trump is done. You know me, I'm actually more convinced than the average person that the man is going to run again in 2024 and he's going to easily win the nomination in 2024. But remember that he's freaking out right now because the pressure is coming from every angle. Some of the Republicans not agreeing with him. The media starting to talk about his scandals. Now the legal cases against him personally, and finally him and his children together in a huge criminal case involving the Trump Organization. We are finally getting to see Trump face some karmic justice. I don't know if he's going to end up in a jumpsuit in prison. I don't know if he's even going to face a guilty verdict. But what I do know is Donald Trump every day is angry, he's scared, and he's freaking out. And you all love that as much as I do.